At the end of the day, it's always. No, at the end of the day, it's always been some. We ain't even talking about like in June. It's been some crazy shit so far too. Oh my god, man. InEARthoughts Podcast. No, that's the highlight of the night.
That's the highlight. That's definitely a highlight.
Yo. But it's always been there, though. It's always been there.
Hit that bitch again, son.
Go ahead, son. One more time.
Hit that bitch again. Hit it for the camera, son.
Go ahead, son. Go ahead. Here come the pop-up girl. But you right,
stomach hurts, son.
What the fuck? Give me some. At the end of the day, it ain't about what.
How y'all doing? It's your boy Lewis and Thought you did.
It's your boy B Eazy Da Titan.
Your boy Molly Moore in this
And it's
thing.
the InEARthoughts Podcast you did.
Baby.
Hey, what's up, baby? And today we got something special for y'all.
What we got special, Mo? What we got
something
special?
fresh for y'all. We got a guest coming on.
Ooh,
His name is
clap it up, girl.
Dpow.
Clap it up,
Come on into the
Dpow.
building, baby. Oh yeah, let's go, baby. You know what it is.
What's good with y'all? How y'all boys doing?
There he is. Welcome to the podcast.
Hot seat.
Man,
To the hot seat.
good. How you feel, man? Being on the podcast, being on camera, how you feel? I let the people know.
Man, you know,
people today.
it's crazy, man, because I felt like, I always meant to do this podcast and shit. I just never really did it. I never followed through with it.
Right,
But I'm on here with y'all, boys. I feel comfortable. Y'all done got me a red cup.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, shit.
you
You
got
get
me
the
a
red cup, you seal the deal.
Yeah, seal the deal.
You in there for the count.
I'm in here now, so it's family, it's love now. So
Yeah,
Well,
that's
Yeah,
all
man. Shit, welcome, man. InEARthoughts, baby.
InEARthoughts Podcast.
The first guest, so you lead off hitter, man.
Lead off hitter, man. So shit, what you want to
first
talk
couple
about?
guests,
This
man.
week?
What's on your mind? How you
What's
feeling,
on your
man?
mind? Let's go.
what's on my mind? What's on my mind? So
Talk to the people. Let us know what it is.
I feel like in our community, I'm just speaking for our community, most importantly, I feel like, mental health for men. I feel like we always talking about the mental health for the ladies, which there's no problem with that whatsoever. But I feel like mental health for men is so important because I feel like as men, we get shouldered with so much stuff from our families, from our friends, from grandparents and things like that. And so it's just like we got a lot on our shoulders that we got to do. I was always taught, man come home. Man wake up in the morning early. He the first one out the door. He the last one to get home. Right. Because he out there, he hustling. Yeah. He hustling for his family. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I could jump in on that, man, because I ain't gonna lie, it is a what's the word I'm looking for? Do they use the word stigma? Like
stigma.
I think it's like a stigma for men to have a certain weight on their shoulders.
Right.
We hold so much responsibility as a man. I feel like we always gotta make, because when we fall, the family falls.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So it's for the man to stand and keep the stern back. Without that stern back, you don't have
And
no.
that's a lot of stress, man. That's a lot
Yeah,
of weight.
that's a lot
That's a
of
big
weight.
burden to carry on your shoulders because you're taking care, especially if you got a kid. So you got your wife, your kids, and I seen something on a video I was watching, like these athletes was talking about riches and stuff. Like when athletes come to the NFL, in black families, it can be a son, all-star recruit, makes it NFL, get a big contract. So the generational wealth, it flows two ways. You gotta take care of his next generation plus his previous generation.
Right,
Because now your mama looking at you, your daddy, your grandparents, you got to take care of the whole family.
Right,
So it's
right.
a two-way generational, spread.
Right,
But
right.
but like most generational
Man.
wealth should be always carried down to the next,
Yeah,
I
like
agree with
see,
that.
generation.
Yeah, yeah.
It should always be
And it's
carried
a
down.
lot. You pretty much both ways.
Right,
Both
right.
ways.
So you gotta hustle double time because I'm not just taking care of my kids. I
You
gotta
got-
make sure my
you
mom's
got mom
straight. I gotta
straight.
make sure
Make sure
grandma's
Man.
straight.
Grandma straight.
I'm like,
So
man,
that's
it's
stress.
Sister may
funny.
need some help. You got siblings. Brothers,
Siblings,
sisters.
Yeah,
brothers, and
yeah.
sisters
So, yeah.
who feel as though since we brothers, you have to. It's
You
your
have-
obligation
Yeah, it's your
to
obligation.
take
You
care
don't
of.
feel like
Yeah.
shit if you don't. You're
You
like,
don't
Right.
feel like shit.
You know, yeah.
And that's a burden that, and I've seen a lot of athletes and entertainers snap under that pressure.
Right, right.
That pressure of failure.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like I'm in that position as we speak, and I know y'all could possibly be in it. But for me, it's crazy because I was just telling Ro, like, I feel like if I make it big, I gotta put y'all on, no matter the situation. Because in my heart, y'all was there for me when I was your tall. You feel me?
Right.
Saying for my mama, like
feel
she
it.
like as a man. You make me proud because you're doing what you're doing, but at the end of the day, as a son, you never feel like that's enough. You feel like you gotta go above and beyond and do everything to please the situation. And if you don't do it, you feel like you're failing.
Right,
you
yeah,
dig?
you're failing.
And that can lead to a mental break. And but like you said, you feel as though it's an obligation. Your only obligation, if you call it an obligation, is to set up opportunities.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
That's how it should be.
Right.
And it should be me like I'm gonna put you on.
Yeah.
How about I give you,
Right,
a
right.
little leverage?
Yeah,
Okay,
leverage, yeah.
what you want to do? Oh man, I want to start this, massage business. Okay, well then look, why don't we look at some business, properties, maybe we can talk about, me fronting this.
Yeah,
Send the blueprint.
Invest
You know,
being
yeah.
an
invest
investment.
Investment,
instead
yeah.
of being, the anchor that hold you down. Why I can't just be an investor, so you can do your own thing.
Right,
That's
right.
the way it should be.
And I feel like
especially in
they
our
just had a talk about a couple of rappers talking about that, man, investing into like some of these younger guys that's coming up, man, and like doing some good shit,
Well, see, when you see it on, no offense to nobody who doing it on social media, but I technically feel like it's always something behind it, a motive. Because when you a star and you got money, yeah, you could put on the front like I'm this guy, everybody know me. So obviously, if I put you on, you're gonna get on immediately. But behind closed doors, something gotta come with it. It's some type of contract in line to make sure they secured and set up. But when you see it nowadays in your community, you be like, well, it's genuine. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. But me personally, you supposed to, because, that's like I told you, if I got money, you do your boxing shit. The first thing I could do to help you is put you in a boxing situation. Maybe give you
a trainer or something.
give you a better trainer. Put you in the gym to where you can say, I have my own gym. I don't have to pay nobody. You see what I'm saying? I can help you in certain ways, and you can still strive without me saying, I did this or gave you this.
Right. And as a man, you're supposed to take that opportunity and run with it. Somebody handing you the baton.
Right,
you're pretty much supposed to get on.
And that's why I tell people, sometimes it's good to let people help you and like offer to help you sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Because that can take you an extra step forward that that you were struggling with. There's nothing wrong with taking an extra help,
And that goes back to mental health, because the man, especially the black man, feel as though that this weight, this burden, they have to carry it on their own.
Right, exactly.
And to the point that they don't want or need help.
See, that's what's so integrated, that's what makes so integrated to a black man, to be such powerful, black man, you know what I'm saying? Is to have that
image.
priority.
It's the image,
It's the
man.
unbreakable force field image that black men carry with them, like we King Kong.
Yeah.
Right.
But we feel like we gotta be no matter the situation.
Right,
because
exactly.
even if it ain't on social media, you doing it to your day-to-day life. You know what I'm saying? You feel like you and then you don't even feel like as a man, you gotta have a certain stigma about yourself. You gotta carry yourself a certain way, because if not, it ain't right. These women, they being hard on men these days about what they got going on. So you gotta, as a man, you gotta feel like you gotta have the bag. You gotta have the rock solid bag. You get what I'm saying? Because if not, if you snap, your whole image is shit water to them now. So now you gotta rebuild yourself as a man. And that goes into the mental thing, like you were saying, because as a man, we hurt. And we won't tell nobody.
No.
We could want to commit suicide and nobody wouldn't want to know until it's that time. You know what I'm saying? So you tell me. But I want to hear it from D. You tell me.
So,
what's up?
you know, y'all made some amazing points, and my whole thing is like, it's a question for the room. When that time comes and it's time for the black man to break down, it's time for that black man to be like, you know what, you know, I can't do this shit no more. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was there before. I was there 3 or 4 times before. I said I can't do this shit no more. I ain't got the drive to do this shit, and it's just like I'm ready to just say, you know, fuck it, forget it all. Forget it. And it's like, when you have those times and those moments, and you have family, you know what I'm saying? You say, oh yeah, we gonna always be there for you, baby. We got you, baby, and all that. But shoot, they call you once or twice a month. You don't hear from them probably outside 2 or 3 times out the year.
And then what piss me off?
They want money or something.
Right. As a man, what pissed me off is when family swear to God they there for you. No offense to nobody in my family, but when you call them, it's like everything cool. You don't hear from them for a couple months to a year. And they all of a sudden flip the script. You don't holler at me.
Don't talk.
What do you mean?
You ain't calling me. Well, I ain't gonna call you
either.
Right.
Like, what you talking about? I gotta constantly blow your phone up for you to have something to do with me.
Right. I tell you, it's a pride thing, man.
It is it's very prideful, bro.
But it's a mental situation, but we cloak it with pride.
Yeah.
Because you know it's like, oh, well, you never call. If you don't call me, I'm not gonna call you. I done seen people, and not even just men and women in general. I done seen them flip the script on phone calls to the point that if somebody do call out the blue, they haven't talked to them in like almost a year.
Yeah.
And do call to check up on them, they don't even answer.
Right.
Oh, you ain't called me in a whole year.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? They calling now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what matters.
What's gonna happen at the family reunion though when everybody get together and ready to combobulate?
It's one or two ways. I mean, there's 2 things that black people really can do well. They can squash shit and throw it under the rug over some drinks and some smoke or something, and you'll think nothing was going wrong, or they can turn that motherfucker out.
It ain't no in between.
And we do it well. We cool. I done seen, dudes pretty much have hard down fist fights every day, and then how they make up, it ain't even real no conversation. It's almost like a look, a dap, and that's it. Y'all was just about to kill each other.
Right.
And it was just, we turn it on and off easily.
Right.
We call those ninja moments.
Ninja moments.
But I feel like it's worse with family though, because with family, like when a stranger come into your life as a man, when you on a certain level of a mindset, you're not worrying about what the stranger's saying about you at the end of the day. You ain't worrying about what they telling you or what they really got going on. But let your cousin or your brother tell you some fuck shit and watch how quick you turn up. Yeah. You might haul off and punch him in the mouth just off. And the only reason is because you know your family's supposed to know you. They know you know you. You feel me? So they know how you get down.
Have any of y'all ever been into that altercation where you had to actually fight your own family in front of family?
Let me tell you something.
More than once. I stay. Go ahead.
Let me tell you something. You heard me? Those some thought, man. This my guy. This is like my baby brother. We all grew up together. Damn near in one household. When I tell you we all in scuffled in, I'm talking about we done blended.
Everybody.
I'm talking about since he was this, he would swing on anybody. And his arch enemy was Davin.
Yeah, my older brother, bro.
I would be cracking my side. They would go to hard down scrapping and chairs moving and everything, and then 2 hours later, we just chilling,
Man, I got a story for
that's
that.
Family though.
He right though. So like, see, and then we feel like as family, we can do shit like this to you, and you not supposed to retaliate. Right. If you retaliate, you're like, so what you bugging for? That's like y'all two. You feel me? Y'all like brothers. We all like family, but y'all been on each other since you're told. Yeah. So if they do something to you, you ain't gonna feel no type of way. You gonna get pissed off. But
situation.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I got the perfect story for this. This situation. You know what I'm about to talk about.
Story.
I got one after you go. Go ahead.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. You still owe me a hoodie. So there was a situation where you can keep names out of it. I'm gonna just mention my bro. So classified.
You hear me?
That's the word we use. Classified.
It was a classified situation. Something happened, and one thing led to another. A little altercation happened. This man here boxes for real.
Yeah.
He have trained hands. I'm a big boy now. I used to be a little skinny, little something. I'm a big boy now.
Yeah.
So I'm drunk. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, you know, if you Jamal, so fuck you, you know, this and that. He was like, man, what you gonna do about it then? What you gonna do about it then? I said, well, what's up then? Back in my mind, I'm scared. I'm like, ooh, this big, yeah, like, I'm not gonna do this, but my pride, like y'all said earlier, that pride talking.
Yeah, that pride talking.
Plus a little bit of liquid courage.
Yeah, that courage. I was like, man, what's up then? He was like, look at him like a little mosquito. Just, I'm like, man, come on, get some more of these. I said, get some more of these. He said, let it all out. I was like, all right. So I start going in on him. All he did, all my son did was.
What did he do? He went to dancing with the dick. He went to dancing with the dick.
I kid you not, son. All my son Jamal did was just hold me, son, as I broke down in front of him, son.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
And bro, we talked it out, and it was like 2 or 3 hours. We was up to like what, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Early, bro.
Yeah,
but after that, everything was solid.
Yeah, we went out. We went had brunch and had a good time, and it was just like nothing ever happened.
But see, right. You need more of that. That shows true friendship. To where you can sit up and talk to your partner for hours.
Right.
When you got, that's how you know you got a genuine friend, a brother, a real brother. If y'all can go through altercation and just, you know, instead of being heated with each other, you know, and just splitting up, y'all actually sat there and he didn't retaliate. Because in his mind, he know I can fuck him up.
He know. All it took was just take one little, and he knew it.
But that's the thing. He knew it. But he didn't take that.
I was thinking about like one confined body shot.
Because you know what you can do, you know what you're capable of, but you know you'll never do that to your partner.
Right. Now see, so for me,
need that.
My story before, because I actually want to jump in on that brotherhood shit, bro. I really wanted to get on that. I'm glad we covering that. But my story would be, bro, let me tell you how bad me and my brother used to have it. For one hurricane season, we evacuated. Right? We going to a nice ass. So this one of the times we was going to basically be able to really have fun because my mama, we transport with patients for hurricane season. Yeah.
I know.
So I don't know why he did this, but we've been on a long ass road. We get out the car, we grab our bags. Me and him the first to go upstairs. So he let me get in front of him and he threw a luggage bag. We in the hallway, in these people's hotel hallway, bro. He hummed that shit. Boom, hit me. He hit me, I fell. He literally run past me and jump over my head and try to keep going. I picked the bag up on some boondock shit, jump off 2 walls, and hit him in the back of the head with the bitch. So now we rolling in the hotel hallway, bro. Just rolling. They catching all this on camera.
On camera.
All on camera.
Did they go back and share all the fun?
No, they didn't show it to us, but they dying laughing. They like, man, what didn't happen to Lowe's
with that? We didn't make it there yet.
Yeah, they was late.
We pulled up, so we know they had a pool. They had all this. So we like, okay, let's gang up. I'm counting everybody off. Okay, boom, they go Cottrell, they go Donald. I said, what Los and Davin at? Oh, they upstairs punished. They're not coming out. They had a fight as soon as they walked through the fucking door at the hotel.
Punished the whole trip. The whole trip on our head.
Trip shut down.
Yeah, shut the whole trip down, bro.
I just heard the story about shit.
Bro, but when you grow up, that's what I don't know why it be like that. Niggas just be fighting for no reason. And then it all be love at the end of the day because it's like your older brother kind of trying to toughen you up in a way and not have you too sensitive. But in your mind, he always is fucking with you. So now you gotta show him you ain't to be played with.
Right.
But that's how I used to be with all my brothers. Like my older brother, one of my older brothers, Cottrell, rest in peace. I remember one time we was in Monroe, Louisiana. We playing football and shit. And my nephew, Dejon, got mad and spit on Cottrell. Oh. So Cottrell spit back on him to try to teach him a lesson.
Yeah.
Like you know. I'm small, I'm big, stop, you know what I'm saying? Like, so he was like, I'm about to really fuck with him now. So why he let my nephew, he was like, he spit on him, he cried, his young with the crying, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm gonna go make up for it. He said, spit in my hand. Spit in my hand. Why Dejon spit in his man's hand and my brother slapped him with the spit?
Oh,
it wasn't
God,
there wasn't no baby ass smack, sonny.
Slap the
You heard me like that. So he crying, his mouth wide open. He got snot coming out of his nose with the spit and up the gulp that came out of his mouth on his face, coming down his face. Like, damn, son, like, that's how we used to play. That's how we used to get down.
That's family. But one thing about it is that we'll fight each other every day. But don't no outsider fuck with us.
Oh,
right. Oh, yeah.
That's what need. You know, cause remember we had that big ass brawl in fucking
Monroe, yeah.
We just about to fight the whole complex, the whole family versus the whole complex over some dumb shit. But that's just how family is, man.
Right.
I mean,
but when you think about it though, because I like to always say it's crazy because that's how it is with us and what we got going on as a family, friends, brothers. But brotherhood is so fake nowadays, bro. I'm so scared to become somebody's friend. Incorporate myself with what somebody got going on because how they'll come behind me and slip it in way in the snake me, you dig?
I mean, shit, they had like a lot of the old black movies based off that, like Juice and all the movies. We had like the little young cats all together and like, you know, one person get caught up in some bullshit, they all kind of caught up in it.
Yeah.
You know?
That's like that movie Judas and the Black Messiah. Y'all mentioned that before.
We mentioned that.
Yeah, some snake ass shit. But it's just like, you know, y'all mentioned like the brotherhood thing, and it's just like, you know, I had to sit down and really think about it. When y'all mentioned like brotherhood, it's just like me and him. I'm not sure for y'all too, because I know I've been knowing you for a while. I just met you today. But me and him, like, we grew up in like single parent households.
Yeah.
And so there was that other part of Larry. Shout out to our homie Larry. Shout out to him. We all grew up in like single parent households.
Right.
And I met him second grade, them in second grade. So it was just like we all just bonded together.
Right.
Because we ain't had no siblings. I didn't have a sibling until I was
no siblings or none at the time, man.
Yeah.
We was all just
like
I was with my godfather. You had
I had my mom's. My Law had his mom. And we just connected on Beyblades, the most randomest of things.
But it be those things that bring people together.
And you know what's crazy? I was the new kid on the block. He had already been there. Him and Larry had already been there. I was a new kid. I was just a little timid little kid coming with my little backpack. He walk up to me. Hey, you play Beyblades? Goddamn right I play Beyblades.
Right.
That's literally how
That's all it takes, bro. That's all it takes.
It was just smooth sailing since then.
Because you got these days, bro. You got if you gonna get that close to somebody, gotta be.
It gotta be some type of sibling interest too, cause like how me and you became friends. You know, like the whole anime thing and how we had like the same ideas when we was like first getting into filming.
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
And then like you know what I'm saying? We found out.
But that's how you know it be genuine, dude. That's how you know you got like a real friend. Because you can't, like I said, I always go back to this. You can't tell people you do certain shit. Because if you tell them that might strike them to be like, oh, well, he get down that way. And that might be a laugh for him. But to you, it's like, damn, why you even ran off on a plug to try to embarrass me like that?
Right, because that's why you have certain people and then you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like with Rob and Aaron type thing. Like, you know Aaron, you know Rob.
Yeah.
And you know, like those type of...
Yeah, you know
Aaron too. So it's like those type of like people that you deal with. It's like the type of people that you shouldn't have that you should call brotherhood and all some stuff. You know
Right. But it can be mistaken for brotherhood.
It can be mistaken for brotherhood.
Because nowadays, you getting used for what you have. Like, you an asset to people now. You got money, or I'm fucking with you.
Right.
You got this connection, or I'm fucking with you.
You got this
you know
going on, I'm fucking with you. Or try to take over what you got going on.
Yeah, exactly. Get with what you got going on.
Here's a brotherhood story to piggyback off of how y'all met. So, you know, my aunt's Boom Cool, that's nice.
Yeah.
Nice been running since we
was y'all been running for a while.
13 years old, so we fucking 32 years old.
Right, yeah.
So we been running. Here's how we this how we linked up. Now talk about genuine, authentic, and damn near fake of how we linked up. I had just moved in Gentilly, so single mother household, youngest of 3 and 5. My mom at 3, my dad at 5. So we moved a lot. It was me, my mom, and my 2 brothers. We moved a lot. I mean, we lived in like 7, 8 houses growing up, like crazy. So we moved to Gentilly. Okay, I never had a problem with making friends. You know, I go outside, I meet everybody. So we had just moved there. Luckily, I was still at the same school that I've been at. We just moved there. So at school, at the time, we talking about 2003. Yeah, 2003. Freestyle battling was where it's at. So that's where I really got my bones from. I would freestyle battle anybody on the yard. Yeah. So we went to Gregory Junior High. So you had, you know, big, nice sized campus. So I was on one side. battling everybody, knocking everybody out. They had a dude who I knew. I want to say it was Ty V, and Nice probably know the story better. I think it was a dude named Ty V. We both knew him. He came on my side. He said, "Yo, I want you to battle somebody." So I'm like, "Cool, I don't care who it is." You know,
you fired up.
I'm Ali. I'm like, I don't care who it is. Bring anybody. I'm battling anybody. I had built a reputation of being like one of the dopest rappers out there. So he bring me across, you know, so I think like the 9th grade side, you know. So I had my side. I didn't really go over there. I knew people over there. It was like on the by the football field. He brought me over there. He bring out Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
boom. So come to find out, he been smashing everything on his side of the school. We go at it. We went at it through 2 full lunch periods and probably, I want to say 5th or 6th period. We were just going. We was going so hard, we built the crowd around us. Even teachers were stopping. We were just going back and forth. Nobody wanted to give it up. We just battling back and forth. Okay, finally they had to dismantle it. No clear winner. They just had to dismantle it.
Right.
After school, I link up with my partners who I went to elementary school with. Ironically, Nice, know the guys. So we all missed the bus. We all started walking. Now keep in mind, I only been in my neighborhood for maybe a week. I didn't know nobody.
You ain't give a fuck.
I didn't know nobody.
Yeah.
So we walk home. It wasn't that far home. So we walking, and it was like 10 deep. The further we got, people started branching off. Their house was dead. The last 2 people walking was me and this nigga Nice. Our first day meeting each other, battling, meeting each other. We walking, turn on the same street, going down the same street. I say, boom, this is my house right here. He said, nigga, I live 2 houses over right here.
Oh, wow.
Crazy.
And he was like, he said, yo, want me to scoop you up? We can go to school tomorrow. I said, dope. We've been tight ever since.
Damn, that's dope.
The nigga lived 2 houses away from me.
Right.
And I met him freestyle battle.
Right.
And that was that I don't know if the word is kingship or whatever, but that's how we locked down because we met through hip hop.
Right.
And we've been running ever since then. And
you always meet somebody like close that you fuck with through something.
It has to be a mutual.
You met that common. Y'all had that common interest, and y'all had that common interest in this role. It was crazy. Like on that first day I met him at school, I asked like we was running. We was getting in trouble together, and everything. And then I found out, we found out about the whole Blade thing. And so I said, oh yeah, I got this Dragoon, I got this Brazil. We talking deep into this shit, right? Deep into it, like. I know y'all mentioned anime before.
Speaking their language.
I'm deep into anime, heavy.
Right.
So, come to find out, I said, oh, Jamal, where you stay at? He said, oh, I stay in Baywood Apartments. I said, what? I said, boy, I stay in Baywood Apartments too.
Right.
Same apartment complex, 3 or 4 like buildings down.
Yeah.
Used to ride the
bike together. We be in the tennis court Beyblading. I just shot the Beyblade over the fence Beyblading. We just
doing
did all
the
dumbest thing.
Stupid shit.
But that ain't nothing but fate, man.
Yeah,
that ain't nothing but fate.
It's not only be fate, but one
like
thing
that,
I'm starting to notice too, going back to the mental health thing. Your brother or your partner be the person that really solidifies and help you. Like it ain't. If you realize it, sometimes it don't even be your real brother no more. It don't be your real sister. It be like your best friend.
Can y'all honestly say that y'all feel like y'all blood brother is more of a brother than y'all friend that's a brother?
I could say, so I got 2 older brothers. One passed away, my oldest brother. We don't talk. Not like we beefing or nothing, but we just really don't conversate like that. When we do, it's always a good conversation.
So, good question. So, you feel like you closer to Nice? You feel like
Nice
is more like
Nice is my brother.
Right.
Like, when I look at it, it's like, cause like my actual siblings, I got 2 older sisters, but like we have an age gap. My 2 older sisters, I think we have at least a 15-year age gap. Mm-hmm. And my older brothers, we had like at least an 8-year age gap. So I'm the youngest of all of them. So like, you ain't really, if you ain't like 2 or 3 years apart, you ain't really gonna be like that.
Yeah, you never that close.
And my middle brother, we was close, but we lived 2 different lifestyles. We was into different things. He grew up as a gay man. And I was a street runner.
Right.
So we lived
totally
2 different lives. I mean, whenever we got together, it was always a ball because we always had one thing in common: we fucking clowns. We like to joke and have fun. So whenever we got together, it was always a laugh riot. But other than that, it wasn't like he would call like, yeah, I'm about to come school people. That just wasn't our vibe.
It was.
But like I said, Nice, he became that brother. I mean, like Los has been my brother. Los, Cottrell, Davin, Donald. We really grew up like brothers. but
we
like,
grew up in the same age.
we grew up in the same age range. All of us no more than a year or two apart. Literally, all of us, all in that one little set. But yeah, Nice became that brother because the interest, once we met each other, it just kept growing. We just finding most shit that we had in common. It was from hip hop to video game to sports to females. It was everything.
Everything.
Like, so you know, you go through those. You know, you've been through the trenches.
So like the more y'all talking, the days, years go by. Y'all just have all that similarities.
It's literally
it just start coming like naturally. Like you have a problem with a female. Oh, I know who I'm calling.
Right.
Like,
like I said,
that's how it be.
Yeah, it's tough now because we both fathers and we both chefs. So that makes it even worse because we both either at home being a father or in the kitchen
cooking,
doing it
down.
But when we do get together, key example from my nephew graduation, he been knowing, talking about Aiden, he been knowing my nephew since Aiden was some days. He's pretty much part of the family. You know, he grew up in my family. So he came through the show with love. We ain't see each other in a minute. First thing he said when he see me, nigga, I had a date I gotta tell you about. He said, we gotta talk about this. I said, no, let's get it.
And then look, you ain't talked to him and probably you don't know how.
We ain't talking in a minute. Like, we know we Facebook back and forth, you know, the comments and shit, but he was like, nigga. Like, pretty much saying, I've been waiting to talk to you about this crazy chick that I got messed up with. I'm like, man, let's go.
Right. Now y'all got something to talk about.
Yeah,
Right,
that's what I'm talking about.
Y'all mention the ladies, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Let's go, Dpow. Ladies, man.
Hey, that's classified. That's classified.
Keep it classified, man.
We're talking
classified.
We're talking about the ladies now. I need y'all's opinion on how y'all feel about the. I'm not sure if y'all talked about, you know, I've been running deep with the InEARthoughts Podcast for the last 5-6 episodes.
We appreciate too, man.
I mean, you know what's crazy? I be in the comments, I'm like, who talking about the InEARthoughts Podcast? Who be on there? So, y'all talked about relationships before. How y'all felt about the Michael B. Jordan and the
You've been waiting to talk about
the Lauren Harvin situation. I'm gonna speak my opinion first.
Yeah, go ahead.
My opinion first. So, I'm an older cat. I'm 28. You know, I've been running the streets probably like as long as you probably been running the streets with these women. So I'm gonna be honest. So Lord have mercy. So he ain't wrong for wanting to be married to this chick. No doubt.
No,
this man, he 35, 30, going on 36 years old, trying to get married, settle down.
That's the idea.
And he, you know. No homo. Michael B. Jordan, good looking dude. No homo.
I don't want to keep that same thought. We gonna time it out, cause I'm glad you said that because that goes back to mental and pride. At the end of the day, as a man, you should feel secure enough to in your own skin to compliment another man without it coming off as gay.
Yep.
Yeah,
exactly.
What's wrong with me looking at my home and saying, bro, you kind of, you know, you dripped up, dog. You looking fresh, man.
Right.
Like, it ain't gotta be nothing, you know, intertwined in that. It's just a fucking compliment. Females, oh bitch, you look good. They I'm not about to say I'm about to grab this man's chest like, yeah, my nigga.
Oh yeah, you swore.
Right, you swore. Look at that chest.
But at the end of the day, what's wrong with my nigga pulling up like, oh, my nigga got the Nikes on.
Right. But look, it's funny. Like, when we say shit like that, like when we compliment our homeboy, they swear to God we in the house like fucking, oh boy, what's his name out for Friday? With the towel on, with the fucking towel on, watching it. Fucking
Tupac.
Wait a minute, Damon.
Hold up. Ooh, Tupac.
I am a man, Damon.
But at the end of the day, it's just a compliment, dog. Like, I'm like, man, come on, man. We grown, man. You gotta be crazy to think that, man, it's just a compliment.
Right. I'm like earlier, I said, man, Jamal, man, your shoes look nice.
Every time we see each other, we compliment each other on something.
Everything, every time. But that's I don't care what nobody say. If you walk through the door or you meeting up with your homie, you have every right to say, damn, dog, you looking nice today.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's how it goes.
Yes. But you know, where how the swag levels have arisen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Boy, man, we used to be wearing big old tees,
and baggy clothes.
Like when you get married, son, I'm gonna say, son,
that's exactly what it's supposed to be like.
You looking dripped out today.
That's
how it's supposed
Because
to be,
at
though.
the end of the day, like I said, that mental health shit, you becoming that support system. You don't realize just that one compliment, you don't know what that person been going through the whole fucking day.
The whole day.
So that one compliment when you pull up like, man, my bitch, you fresh, boy, you got that. Nigga feel 10 feet tall.
Exactly.
Because he been getting beat down the whole day.
He feel
10 feet tall. Like, you need that, man. Every now and again, you need that. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. So just show your homie some love, man. That's all. But back to what you said. I ain't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, we went on a tangent. Yeah, we running. So
women running back in the G.
So women, we running women back in the G, shit like that. We around the same age, like I said. So for a long time, we was looking for that special one. Yeah. When we was running them streets.
Without
special one, we was running them streets. We was just. I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep it 100 on this. I'm sorry, body to body. I'm sorry, we going this chick. Yeah, I'm gonna be your boyfriend, but I'm still this chick, that chick.
Yeah.
Do what I think. I saw it.
Right.
But this whole thing, this man is 35, 36 years old. This man is ready to settle down with this young lady, get married, have a family,
everything. That's how he was raised.
Chick didn't want that. She didn't want that at all. She broke it off with him. I don't know the ins and outs of the situation. I ain't no celebrity.
That's what
celebrity.
Yeah.
And it's just like it was crazy because he was getting slammed so hard on Twitter about the fact that, dang, you let Lori Harvey go?
Yeah.
No, he didn't let her go. She let him go because he was like, look, I'm ready to take this thing to the next level. I don't have time for the games. I'm not getting no younger.
Right.
I'm only getting wiser. I'm getting put on games from the OGs about this situation because I know you've been in the game running around with this dude.
He was aware. I told y'all he was aware of what was going on.
I'm glad he was aware.
He knew exactly what he was doing.
And it was just so crazy. Like you could see him at the Warriors game, and I don't know if it was the finals or the Western Conference Finals. Like he was there, but you could see it. He was hurt. He was devastated because he loved that woman.
Right.
And when you love a woman, you're gonna do all kind of crazy and messed up stuff.
I respect the way he handled it because, of course, when you break a man's heart, he's upset. That's what people don't understand. Men have a hard time of hiding the fact that they hurt.
Right.
They can walk around the whole day. You can tell they hurt some way somehow. And y'all do that.
I'll let that shit
Right. But with this man, I felt like he handled it the best. I felt like you said, he knew what she was on, and in his mind he said, okay, this the ultimate test for our relationship. I'm ready to settle down. Right. Me telling you this gonna tell me right now if that's what you want.
Right.
And that backfired. But that was okay for it to backfire. You know why? Because as a grown man, when you get your answer, you ready to move the fuck on. Right. It's gonna hurt.
That's
you
true.
hurt.
Hey,
you hurt like a
looking
motherfucker.
For the answers. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you hurt.
No, them answers, bro. Them answers. Them
answers.
Hey, them answers, dog. Hey.
Look,
answers,
but look, I don't mean to dive into your shit, bro. I don't mean to get, because I've been through the shit. I'm with you. I know how it feels to get that final answer, but you get dragged along for so long as a man. When you get that bitch, you gonna hurt for a couple days, maybe.
You gonna hurt.
You gonna hurt in the front.
And then you gonna let your homies know you hurt. You gonna hit my line like my nigga. She really,
Look, they got a skit. Damn it, I don't mean to make it a funny situation, but they got a skit.
No, you good.
And dude pretty much did a skit on that. So dude, his phone. He like, hello. He like, bruh, you busy? He like, nah, what's up? He like, shh. Man, this bitch a hoe. But look, he was angry. So that's what I said, because it's funny, but it's relevant.
Yeah.
When men, heartbroken, that's how we deal with it, with anger. And we project. Yes. No much how cool we think we is. Trust me, you may be like in your head like, yeah, nobody knows I'm cool. But to the world, you breaking, you tearing apart, and you just projecting that anger off on.
Yeah.
The nigga like, yeah, this bitch a hoe. She had a text on the phone talking about some dude talking about some, I'm trying to lay pipe tonight, and I know construction workers don't work at night. But look. But when he killed him, he was like, yeah. But at the end of the day, you let me date this piece of shit.
Yeah.
He was like, what I did?
Right. What I did? And then you like, No, and then what the crazy part is, dog, your homies be so fucked up sometimes.
They do.
Because
really
you
do.
in your head, like, no offense to my nigga Mo, but Mo only told me some shit, and I didn't sat there and told my nigga, you tripping. Let that bridge burn before you get burned or hurt. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Months later, hey bro,
That shit ain't work.
Again.
Yeah,
It ain't working. And the whole time I'm in that bitch. I told you so. But I'm trying not to tell you that the best I can.
Right.
You know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say this out
I've
loud. I've always wanted to say this shit out loud. I'm gonna say this shit out loud. I don't care how crazy it sound or how whatever it
Let's
sound.
go with it.
I appreciate you. I know it's on the podcast, and I'm gonna just keep it real with him. I appreciate you for holding him down when I fell short.
Right.
In some areas. I always know I'm gonna be falling short. I'm gonna be going through some things.
Right.
But this man right here, Carlos, he gonna hold my dog down while I'm trying to get me straight.
Right.
And we gonna do this stuff together on some brotherhood type.
Right, we gonna come back in the
We
middle.
gonna bring it back to the brotherhood conversation.
Right.
So
But that's how you do it,
real
man.
talk,
Like,
I appreciate you for that.
yeah, man, you already know what it is.
Man to
It's
man
all
on
love.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, both y'all off on that one.
You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, but back to Michael B shit, dude. Like, at the end of the day, that was his way to find his answer. He found his answer. He found him a whole new female, and he moving on with his life.
I just hurt for him, dog. Cause
I heard for him.
I could tell when he was with that chick. He was
She put a
happy.
smile on his face.
He was even in all the
we
all
all
the
been
Creed
with a person
movies
like
he was
that.
doing.
Yeah, he doing.
He
but
was
see,
happy.
Let me tell y'all, dog, that go back to a man's self-image, because for that time period, she destroyed my man.
Destroyed him.
And y'all on the type of, like, look at Michael B. Jordan. And I bet you any man to say, I wish I could do what he doing to be the man he is. Like, not on no hating shit, on some real, you know,
Genuine,
self-reflection.
Self-reflection,
Yeah, on some
like
self-reflection
motivating.
Yeah.
Motivation.
Yeah, motivation. So you look at that man and you be motivated, and then, you know, you be like, well, damn, she fucked over him, but damn, I'm not nowhere near this man.
And you know about me.
Right.
You know what's crazy? That shows us as the community. We may view him as the savior. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar.
Right.
He may be your savior or somebody that you look up to, but he just as mortal as you.
He's human.
Yeah,
He's human.
That's
He's
it.
human.
He's
That's
human.
the whole thing.
He shed red.
He shed blood. He shed red like me.
We talked about celebrities and how they all, you know, tendencies of people that are not in the business always put celebrities on this pedestal, this godlike pedestal.
Right.
And that's why I always bring up Jim Carrey, because he's one of my favorite, not just celebrity actors, but human beings, period. Because he preaches the fact that we are all people.
We are all
I'm
human.
just like you.
Right.
I am not just because I make my money a certain way, but I'm just like you. I bleed the same way.
I'm not gonna treat you different.
So yeah, I appreciate him for that. But back to the Michael B. Jordan thing, he needed this to happen.
Yeah,
Because-
You think so? You think so, man? You think so? I don't think he
Only
needed
like
that though.
you hurt for him because you like you can just look at a dude and be like, man, he a good dude, man.
Yeah, like you
He's
a
a
good
real
dude.
good. You can tell.
So you hate
Look
to
at
see
somebody and be
that-
like, that's a good brother.
because he reminds
Yeah.
you of pretty much you. He pretty much from that, you know, that background. Like
That- yeah.
we have a lot in common. We're related.
Right.
So he a good dude, and you know they always say the good dudes finish last. So you hate
They
to see
do.
a good dude
Another one.
get another
Shout out
one.
to DJ Khaled, another one.
Hurt
Right.
like that.
Right.
But look at the long range, you know, result.
It's always
What if-
about the long
Yeah.
result.
So
think
y'all-
about the long result.
Y'all thought it was like an age thing. He 30 something. She 20.
I definitely think it was an age thing because it was like a 10-year difference.
Yeah,
It was a 10-year difference, and she stated that she's still young and she's still trying
She's
to push
still
her
trying to-
career.
It was an age,
And
but
I
it was a
respect
lifestyle
it.
thing.
And
Yeah, and
It was a
I respect
lifestyle
respect both of their decisions though, because you can't get mad at her for wanting to do what she wants to
but
do.
that
for
same
her life.
token,
I mean, you
goes
kind of
back-
can get mad at her because she was. Well, I ain't gonna say. I don't know. Outside looking at it, once again, I don't know the optics of it. I don't know the.
But did they talk about it before the relationship though? Did he talk about
Right, did he
Yeah,
talk
they
about like the
could've talked
long
about
term
that.
thing? Because
Yeah.
that's the thing
Right.
that's the thing that we don't. I know I didn't used to do is I didn't talk about long term goals in my
Right.
relationship.
But that's the thing though. Some women will say yes, that's where their end goal. Yes, that's what they want. That's what.
oh yeah, they be
Right,
they,
when it comes
women
to-
that pretend like a
but see,
motherfucker.
to go back to real life, Maul had another situation. Maul, didn't you have a situation where you shared your goals with a woman and she chose her goals?
And she chose her goals like
she chose herself
to be a priority.
Right. Yeah. And what that left you at? What that left you at?
Broken like a bird.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, if it's not gonna work, then don't force it. And that's what I'm saying. The long term thing is that if Michael B. Jordan asked her and she would have went along with it, knowing internally she's not ready to make this big step, the whole time that they're going through this life, then she just probably gonna branch off and start doing shit.
Yeah, she gonna self-destroy that motherfucker.
It makes it even worse because now, okay, we married, we got kids, but they got fucking tabloid pictures with you hanging with this person.
Exactly.
You know, rumors about you cheating with that person.
And that's why
because she's not ready to leave that party lifestyle.
Exactly.
Right, when she was with Diddy, I'ma always talk about Diddy because that shit is gross. But when she was with Diddy,
it's gross.
Diddy is an older man who have multiple kids. He has no intentions of marrying. If I'm not mistaken, he married once before. He has no intentions of marrying. Diddy has one thing in mind, and that's party and living life. So just for you to click up and have that same vibe as him, that's the person that you are. You want to party and live your life.
Right.
And like I said, you're only 25, so you're not thinking about that lockdown.
I'm gonna be honest. Like at 25, what were we thinking about at 25?
Right.
Oh shit.
Well, I'm gonna bring it to Big Eazy Da Titan.
I can say I wasn't like my mindset was always mature, bro. When I was 25, man, I think I already had my first child, but regardless of the fact, I always tried to make something serious out of a situation instead of like I played around, but it was always at the end result of what my actual goal was.
It just depends on how you came up.
Yeah, like
by the time I was 25, that's when I had Libby.
Yeah, that's what
I had
I'm
him
saying.
at 25. But me and my girl been together already for a good 6-7 years.
Yeah.
Because I was always, like you said, we grew up a little bit more advanced. So like even though I said we was all brothers and shit, we still had older cousins that took a liking to me. They used to always want me to hang with them. So I kind of grew up with an older crowd. So like at the age of like 17, 18, I did more shit than a 23-year-old at the age of 19. Yeah. I was already in bars. I was already doing this. I was already doing that. So by the time I made it to literally 20, 21, I was bored. Like as far as chasing females and shit,
that shit was absent at that
point. And you know, it hit me because, you know, at that time, and that's when I was heavy into my smoking, drinking, pill popping, it would just pretty much, I was like a fucking drug addict. It would pretty much just be me in the room by myself, just getting fucked up with nobody to share it, nobody to laugh with, just getting lit. You know, and then, cause I noticed every female that I was dealing with, it was always, oh, I can't make it, or this, that, and the third, or, you know, maybe next time. So, you know, it was always an excuse. But when I finally met my girl, this girl used to walk almost like an hour from my house to my house just to hang with me. Dang. Like walking.
That's
like on a weekend, like on a weekly basis. Like when she know I work throughout the week, so like on the weekend, she's like, I'm coming by you for the weekend. I'm like, how you getting it? Because I had my car at the time.
Yeah, but you was okay with her coming too.
Yeah, because I had that company.
Right.
And this was like 2021, like 2021.
Yeah.
So the girl would walk, you know, in the hot sun just to come chill with me for the weekend.
Right.
So like, you know, and when I got that, I got comfortable with that, always having somebody there to chill with, hang with, talk to. So yeah, literally by the time I hit 21, I was good. I'm like, okay, I'm good. I'm good.
Locked in.
Yeah, you locked in with
that. I still used to hang with my partners, you know, my people, my cousins. We get together, we go drinking and shit like that. We'll do. The only difference is now when I come home, she that waiting on me. You know, so that feeling became a lot better than coming home, stumbling in the room by yourself.
Right.
Or like when I had my dog, when I had my dog Aaliyah, you know, she become licking my face. I be passed the fuck out. She licking my face, big ass boxer. I wake up holding her in the bed like, what the fuck?
Dog with your fucking dog.
She was a big bitch. So like, but
no pun intended.
No, it was a boxer. Like the bitch used to stand up and have her arms on my shoulders. That's how I told her. It was a boxer. She was big as shit. But yeah, so by 25, man, I was already locked in. You know, I was good to go. But everybody has different journeys in life.
Right. But see, this the thing. It's a difference because we know what he wanted. He know what she wanted, but he want to show her the options on the table. That's like a man saying, look, this is my slate.
This what
You heard me? This
yeah,
what I
you
got.
gonna take it or you gonna leave it?
Exactly. And that's
so
what he did.
Y'all didn't told y'all 25 stories. I'm trying to shit this off tomorrow. 25 years old, son. What we was doing? Tell them what we were doing at 25, son. What we was doing?
Yeah, 25.
What we was doing, son. How we was living. What we was trying to do. You know
Yeah,
what
25. I was trying to live my life thinking I was in love and shit.
You know what we was doing.
What?
Making babies. We was making babies.
Making babies. Look,
Man.
getting wicked in the
Nah,
baby.
Yeah, see, Paul, I had my son was what, like, I had my son at about 20, 21, 22.
I had my first at what, 23? No, 21.
Yeah, you was around my same age, and then I had my daughter about a couple years later than that. And we were just trying to find a pot to piss.
Yeah.
Like
I think we all was like
not meaning
find
like we
this
trying to
one.
find somewhere to live at, because you could always go back.
I
You could
mean,
always go back.
Right.
We're just trying to find
definitely
that.
not trying to find somewhere to live at,
We're
but
trying to find
definitely
ourselves.
trying to
Right.
find a pot to piss in.
But see,
Yeah.
if y'all peep game, that's how we was raised. We all made babies in our early 20s.
Yeah.
That's, you heard me, like
Yeah,
it's different these days.
But nowadays though, it's getting to the point to where it's becoming younger generation.
Right. So if anything, we did good.
Yeah, we did
Like
good.
you said, 25, 21. You got motherfuckers who dropping babies at
19, 18, 17,
16. You like, man.
But
Look, it's even worse because you got 13 and 14-year-olds wearing eyelashes,
Right.
fucking bundles in their head.
Oh, and that, you know, okay, no offense. Okay, I have nothing against gay people. No offense to the LGBTQ community. Y'all, I love y'all. Y'all do what y'all do. That's on y'all. I don't care. I don't discriminate.
You better make me laugh, son.
But
Yeah, hit me in the butt.
the influence they trying to put on the younger generation and the cartoons and stuff, I feel like it's not necessary.
Now I'm gonna come in there. I'm gonna come at you a little bit because I felt the same way for years. Here's the thing. Now, I feel what you're saying because I have a son. You have a son.
Mm-hmm.
You have a son.
Oh, definitely.
You have a son. We have sons.
Right.
We know how we grew up.
Ooh,
You know,
I know what is
this,
going
that,
on.
and the
I know what
so
is
peep
going
it
on.
out. So when we see the shit that we see today now, and keep in mind we're adults now. It still fucks with my head every now and again, but we are adults now. So that means when you see your son watching a certain thing, you just have that authoritative, mindset. Turn it off, you're supposed to be watching.
Right.
Yeah.
So yes, don't get me wrong. It's a lot of feminine, demasculated stuff going on in cartoons. Now, think back to our cartoons. Remember Powerpuff Girls?
Yes. Oh, of course.
Remember him?
Oh, yeah, I used to be hard up.
I always wanted to know what
I never knew
fuck
what
okay,
the fuck
was-
that
what
even
was
that?
bro.
What was him's gender?
Was he a crawfish?
No.
No.
Was he a boy or a girl?
No. You said because I know why you say that because he had claws. I know why you say that. Wait. He had red claws. I know why you say that though.
Was the claws because he was a female? Because that's like a female, like round, like
At the end of the
No, son, he had legit claws.
He had
I understand he
claws.
had claws, but like no women have claws with their nails, right?
I don't
Well,
know, but
I don't
at
know.
the end of the day,
When he
you could
started
say
talking.
It
he
was,
was,
the way he
Yeah,
talked.
we started talking like he had like that perm. Like
he could have
like
been a
jerky.
trans person. He could have been a gay man. He could have been a
Exactly.
woman acting like a man. But they gave us that image.
They did. They gave the image still though.
Yeah,
You
so
know?
I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
I can't give it to him like that because
I wish you could pull him up.
I mean we
So
gonna
we
have
gotta
to.
start pulling that shit out.
Hello,
Hello, Blossom, Buttercup, and Bottles.
Yeah.
Right.
but at the end of the day, it's always.
Oh, son.
Oh, man.
But no, at the end of the day, it's always been some. We ain't even talking about like in general. It's been some crazy shit on cartoons.
I can't stop laughing, bro. Oh my god.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
InEARthoughts Podcast.
Nah, that's the
InEARthoughts
highlight of the
Podcast.
night.
That's a highlight. That's definitely a highlight.
Yo. But it's always been there, though. It's always been there.
Hit that bitch again, son.
Do it again, son. Go ahead, son.
Hit that bitch again. Hit it for the camera, son.
Yeah, son. Go ahead.
But you right, though.
Stomach curve, son.
Son.
Give me some.
At the end of the day, it ain't about what they put in front of your child television. It's about you as a parent and how you
perceive it.
how you raise your children.
Would you let y'all children watch South Park?
Yes,
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
What the fuck?
Hey yo,
Yes.
here's the thing.
She watched it. Why can't they?
I just had a situation last night
With what?
with Eric.
Oh.
So I wanted to be. I had to be mad.
Yeah,
I had to
yeah.
let him know he was wrong. So he would just, kids always have this like imaginary shit. So he has this thing to where he'll sit in his room or whatever. He just have a conversation with himself.
Yeah.
Which I don't blame. That's kids' imagination.
Yeah, it'd be gone.
So he was just having a conversation. Just I don't know if he was acting or whatever, but he literally said the sentence, "You smell like a dick hole."
Yo, what? Wait,
You smell like a dick hole. Now I'm on the side of the door. I'm peeping everything out.
Yeah,
now I'm
yeah.
like, okay, I'm gonna see what the fuck he really talking about.
Yeah.
I'm like, just you smell like a dick hole. Like, and I'm laughing to myself.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a good stove.
I'm like, nah, B. Lay your ass down. I'm like, nah, you can't. Come on, man. Like,
Yeah, you can't be saying
can't
that.
do that, man. But at the end of the day, like, I know where he comes from.
Right.
I know who his daddy is.
Right. See, for my son's small as fuck, but see me, I don't feel like nothing wrong with exposing your son to a little bit of more than the normal, because at the end of the day, somewhere along the lines you're gonna have to desensify him.
Honestly, I feel like our experience is better than what they're gonna receive. So I feel like giving them our experience is better than what they're gonna receive naturally.
For me, when I'm on TikTok, Caden like to do this and kind of see what I'm watching.
Right.
But his head started to do that move when ads come up on my screen.
At the end of the day.
So instead of hiding it, I show him.
Right.
Like I allow him to watch it, because at the end of the day, he gonna see it anyway.
I mean,
But see, I don't know, cause it's just my kids' mom, my son's mom is a little bit different. So it's like if I show my son ass or anything,
they won't know. They won't know to hurt.
I mean, at the end of the day, communication.
Yeah.
If I say, hey, if I called him on the phone, be like, hey, Kelly been seeing a little something to my son. Like, he didn't see a little something tonight.
Right.
He come home, he won't see this.
Right.
I saw it.
Right.
She ain't trying to hear that.
Yeah,
she
ain't
like, you
trying to
letting
hear
my
that.
son see all this?
Yeah. She don't want you exposing to
Oh,
that.
you showing them porn?
Huh?
Oh, you showing them porn?
I mean TikTok ass. I mean,
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. TikTok ass.
Twitter
ain't-
ass.
that-
I mean,
Ain't nothing wrong with TikTok ass.
Right.
You
Okay.
feel me? I know he get on my
Ass
TikTok.
bouncing in the tights.
And I know every TikTok sound. So when I hear that sound, I'm like, turn that shit off. I know what you watching. You
Right,
watch
yeah, you
somebody
know the
break-
sound,
Yeah, you know
right.
the sound and stuff.
Well, see, that's
Me personally, I want him to see it though. Like,
Yeah.
I want to expose him. Like, I ain't saying I'm about to go outside and sell some fucking drugs or something. Like that.
I would much
know
rather.
what all of that is and why to stay away from it.
Right.
You get what I'm
You
saying?
gotta
Like, let him
expose the whole
learn.
spectrum. You can't tell him like, this is all right. This is all right if you don't know, what's wrong.
Exactly.
Nah, you gotta have
know
a
what I'm
wrong.
saying?
You
You
can't.
gotta have a wrong.
There isn't
Right.
a right without a wrong. You gotta have somewhere.
But that's why, like I said, I had a situation. I let him get his full senses out. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
It's
it
the
all out.
repercussions. Bang, bang, lay down.
Right.
You made me mad. It must be wrong. I ain't gonna do it no more.
Boom.
Right,
That's it.
right.
That's all it
But
takes.
Exactly.
you know, like I said, like I curse around my son. I curse my ass off.
Yeah, but yeah.
Because that's how we was raised.
Right.
Like, but at
We
the
weren't
end of the
raised no
day,
different.
you grew up knowing better.
Right.
Like I know what all these words mean, but I'm never gonna,
Right.
say it out.
Integrate it,
Say it out in front of everybody.
Right.
Yeah, when I'm with my homies, yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's your
No.
homies.
I don't, but just don't let me hear it.
Right.
That's the, that's just
Yeah,
the
you don't want to
consequence.
be. No, it's a disrespectful thing.
It's a
You don't want to be
disrespectful
thing.
disrespected.
Till this day,
As
I'm
a-
32 years old. I minimally curse around my mama. minimum.
Right.
Ooh,
If it's a Saints game,
we gonna talk about mama.
I don't care.
Yeah.
we talking about moms.
See me, I feel like when we get a certain age, we gotta present ourselves to our peers the way we want to be.
We do.
Yeah.
So respect me, and I'ma respect you. And if I come a certain way, respect the way I come.
Right.
Same, like I said, it's about how you raise your children too. If you raise your child with them with the respect of knowing what to do and what not to do, they not gonna fucking do it. You know what I'm saying? Like every child wanna grow up and do the worst thing they can possibly do and the bad thing. Why? Because the parents hid it from them the whole time.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So they think that's the most exciting shit in the world. And been hidden all my life.
And the scariest thing is with daughters.
Exactly.
That's the scariest thing.
Oh Lord, don't get me started on mine.
So, you're fucked.
Yeah, I'm
You
dick.
got
I
it,
got
brother.
too many girls.
I got my boy, and that's
Yeah.
it. Now,
Right.
I still have time to survive. I still can breathe easy.
Right,
Not
right.
saying that I want my son to be out here horn and everything, but it just, baby.
I would
Right,
much
right.
rather
I
would much rather my son get around than my daughter.
But I feel like
Biased?
that's every man.
But see,
though.
that's
Every
biased
man
as fuck,
feels
but
that
it's
way.
true.
It's true.
But listen,
It's true, though. We all feel
I don't
that
mean
way
to
as men. Shout out
to
daughters.
sound like a bad parent. I don't want to be classified as a bad parent. But I feel like you have to try your best to let them just grow up without sheltering them too much.
You do.
Because if you do too much, that's pushing them to what they
But
don't
when you
want.
shelter though, when you're sheltered, that affects your relationships as well though.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
it really
Yeah,
does.
when you sheltered, it affects your social chemistry with not even just the opposite sex, but
Yeah,
with
in
other
general,
people. Like if I'm just saying, for example, if I'm sheltered, I ain't gonna want to talk to him. I ain't gonna want to talk to you.
Exactly.
I ain't
you
gonna want to talk
introvert
to
at
you.
that point,
I'm
right?
introverted
You
as fuck.
introvert. You
I ain't trying to talk to nobody.
Exactly,
If I'm
exactly.
sheltered, I was taught don't fuck with nobody. Just focus on your studies, focus on your books,
Right.
and that's it.
Fuck everybody
Right.
else.
Fuck everybody else. I'm getting me. I'm
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
what I gotta do to get the fuck out of here at
Right.
3 o'clock.
Yeah.
So it's just different. I don't know.
No, it's definitely different because, like me, I feel like as a man, like I travel a lot. I love to travel, and my mom's scared to death that I travel because a mom gonna want you to kind of stay more relaxed and
More
settled
relaxed,
in
yeah.
your
Stay where you at.
situation.
Stay stagnant.
Yeah.
But that's just mom's intuition, you know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
just her being
But that's
protective.
right, and that still goes into us as parents. We want to shelter our child to a certain degree,
Right,
and
that-
me, I'm not gonna do it. I feel like
I'm
the
not
more I
doing
let them experience, the
hell
more they
no, I'm not
gonna
doing
grow
that
to
shit.
learn and respect the game
So
and what's
at the end
going
of the day,
on.
you let them free off the leash, but you just make sure that your parenting has guided them to have the right mindset.
Exactly.
Mindset right.
Because we
Mindset
all
going
was
into
out
this
there,
shit.
we all done stupid shit. I done ran with
Exactly.
some retarded ass motherfuckers
Yeah.
and done some really
Shit,
dumb,
we were raising fucking
stupid
baskets
shit.
and Walmart and
We were
shit.
just doing
Right,
dumb
right.
shit. But I always had a mindset at the end of the day, say, okay, you know what? I know where I can go. I ain't gonna take it too far because at the end of the day, the one person I don't want to disappoint out the entire world is mom.
Mom.
Exactly.
Right, mama.
Yeah,
So
so
I got 2 more questions. And,
Go for it.
You know, I know, and we running short on time. I got 2 more questions. That first question is, y'all listen to that new Drake? That new Drake joint?
No, I ain't
but
listening to it.
everybody I've been seeing comment about it has
I'm
been
scared
bad.
to listen to it
It's been bad.
because
It's been bad.
Y'all both like musicians.
Yeah, that's
why I'm
about to get my
y'all
little-
artists. So that's why I'm
Right.
asking y'all heard that new joint?
I'm
that new
not-
joint from that Drake?
no offense to the Drake fans, I'm not a Drake fan by no means anymore.
Yeah.
Drake lost me after
After probably
The Griffey.
Scorpion.
I fell off with Drake with the album he did, and he had The Weeknd on it with Crew Love. After that album, I think it had Marvin's Room on it too. some
I know
shit
you're
like
talking
that.
about, like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, yeah.
After that album, I fell off my boy.
for me, he was never one of my artists that I really listened to. He came out, you know, with he had like Forever and everything. And I'm aware of him. I'm aware of how dope he is, you know, rap and songwriting and everything. It's just that his style never.
It never fit you.
It never fit me.
It never marinated
I'm
with
gritty.
you.
I'm a Drake guy.
I'm gritty. I'm lyricist, and he's a hell of a lyricist. But I'm like, if you look
I don't
at,
even think he that much of a lyricist.
now he got some decent bars, like his early on shit.
Yeah, it's
early
early.
Before he
Yeah.
got signed type.
Last
Yeah,
name
yeah.
ever, first name
name
greatest.
greatest.
Like a
That's
spring
it.
nigga boy, I ain't
Yeah,
nothing to play with. So that sound like Joe
That's that
Budden to me.
over.
Yeah,
That's
that
that
sounds
over
like
right
some
there with
shit.
Lil Wayne.
That's Forever. So when he came, I'm like, damn, dude could spit. But then he slowly started. He went LL Cool J on the game.
Yeah.
He knew where his money was gonna go, where it was gonna sell. The ladies love him.
Yeah, the ladies
If I
love
cater
you.
to the ladies, I'm always beyond. which that's an amazing marketing plan. LL started it, Ja Rule enhanced it.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you know, and 50
progress.
Cent rode the wave of it. So, okay, but for me, like, I'm in a different mind state when it comes to like music.
For me, for music, I'm in a
Eminem.
conscious mind state.
Yeah.
I love conscious rap. I don't listen to none of
Okay,
that.
and I've been seeing your posts that you've been posting on I think it was Facebook or Instagram somewhere, where you've been giving a lot of shout outs and a lot of positive thoughts to Kanye.
Kanye,
Yeah.
Kanye, Nas. I listen to conscious
Y'all
rap.
mentioned a lot about the Kanye documentary and the Kanye music and how it changed over the years.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fucking right.
Kanye been out since we was all little, you know.
Yeah, we
little
was young.
youngsters.
We was like,
And so Kanye is my favorite artist of
Top
all
three.
time.
I love
Yeah, I
Kanye.
think
love
you gotta
Kanye.
put him in your
And-
top 5, dog.
And
No
people
cap.
always tell me, they said, "Dante,
Easily
you
top
still
five.
listen to Kanye? Even
Top
he dropped that trash ass little
Man,
gospel joint."
shit.
And I was like, "Well, you gotta understand where Kanye coming from. Kanye lost his mom,
his best
People
No,
don't
his
want
best
to hear
friend.
that.
listen.
People
And-
don't want to hear that.
Listen. This is what I gotta say. Kanye lost his mom. He lost his mom before he was in the middle of making my dog twisted
Twisted
fantasy.
Yeah.
He dropped that joint. Mom died maybe a year, 6 months later after that.
Right.
That's when he came out with the Yeezus joint. He was like,
Yes.
Mama told me I was a god from when I was born.
Yeah, but
He dropped that joint in the
love
documentary. Mama said you could be whatever you want to be.
exactly.
Man,
That was
bruh.
that man inspiration.
Shit.
During his
Inspiration.
documentary, his mama was the wasn't she like the only one with my
Watching
dog?
that documentary, my whole perspective changed on this man. Period.
Yeah,
He's
bruh.
always been a dope artist to me. I've been on Kanye since the early days because I've been on Kanye as a producer.
Yeah.
So I know what he
Oh,
did
so you
for
was there
Jay.
when he was making shit
I
with
know
Talib.
he did for Jay.
Talib
I know he-
Kweli.
yeah.
One of my favorite joints by Kanye,
Yeah.
Talib, and Common is Get 'Em Hot.
Come
Get
on.
him.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, boy, Common run that bitch
But-
to the ground.
Yeah, on the track.
Yes, yeah, on the
Yeah,
track.
on the track.
I gotta catch the beat.
Yeah.
So
Y'all gonna make
I'm
me
like,
say that bitch
but
when I
see,
leave.
no,
Look.
Say,
let me tell you
Say-
another
wait,
thing Kanye introduced. Like it may seem lame to a lot of people, but one of my favorite bars on that line was he was talking about Talib on the fucking track that he was coming in on. I like shit like that. Like he was like.
Hey, yo,
So I
Talib,
can give
got
a
this
dick
girl.
all the time. So
Get
get
her
a
high.
couple of lines so I can get her
her
high.
high.
And my
I can't
nigga
believe
Talib
this
coming
nigga
in.
my nigga picking up dimes.
Yeah,
I'm
that
trying
shit
to
Hey,
hit
that-
this.
that-
I got
genius,
hit this song.
dog.
I ain't hit
That
it so
is
long.
genius.
No,
That
I
is
wish you
pure
could play that
genius.
Kanye
Nah.
came in and murdered that bitch.
Yes, smashed
But
it.
Till this day, and I can go down a list of albums that I still listen from top to bottom. And out of my whole list, it's at least 4 Kanye albums on it. The first 3 gonna always be on there. College Dropout, Graduation, Late Registration.
Yeah.
It'll always be my all-time favorite.
Oh,
all
yeah.
time. Throw in my Beautiful Dog Twisted Fantasy, which is a fucking masterpiece.
Yes.
This shit is a masterpiece.
Saha the Prince help him write that.
Exactly. But
Really?
it's
Yeah,
a masterpiece.
fucking right.
Yes, Saha.
Yes.
Like, Saha been eating.
That's one of my favorite lyricists of all time.
Saha and I'm glad this because the documentary actually shed the light on Rhyme Fest. A lot of people
People didn't know about Ron
don't
Fest.
know about Rhyme Fest. I
Ron
remember when
Fest helped
Rhyme
him
Fest
write that
dropped.
other joint, that new joint, that Donda joint.
Rhyme
Yeah.
Fest wrote Jesus Walks.
Yes.
Yes.
People don't know him because this man finally found the avenue to where he can do what he loves and make money and not have to be in the spotlight.
Right,
He
right.
came out with one
Right.
popular track was Brand New.
Yeah,
Kanye
yeah.
produced a track. I don't like if it ain't brand new.
Yeah,
you might
yeah.
see me in my brand new whip.
Yeah.
And he killing it. But it didn't go over well, even though Kanye had
On
the
the radio
co-sign, it
and
didn't
shit.
go over.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And I always thought he just disappeared. When I
Yeah.
saw the documentary, I said, that's fucking Rhyme Fest. And then I said, oh, he been writing that shit for years.
Yeah.
Till this day, he's still writing
still
for
But
us.
see, what I love about it, and I still give Kanye credit though, because Kanye presents that shit like it's his shit every time, all the time.
Because, he delivers.
Yeah, he know how
What
to
you're
deliver
supposed
that
to do.
shit
If you're an
perfectly.
artist, then your job is to make these words come to life. I'm just
Right, right.
Because Kanye was always a producer first.
Yeah,
Yes.
he
He was
was.
always
Yeah,
a
he was
producer.
always a producer.
From cause I was I was a diehard Kanye fan. I was a diehard Kanye fan. From my first CD I ever bought, my daddy will tell you, my first CD I ever bought with my own money was Late Registration.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, I bought my own CD, Dad. He said, you know he had one before that, right?
Yeah.
I said, huh?
the D1.
I said, what you talking about? I said, what
Before
you talking
that.
about? He said, "Oh, yeah, he dropped College Dropout. That's what Jesus Walk was on. That's for all the other joints."
Man, I was just
And then
listening
he
to
said,
that
"You gotta hear this
bitch.
joint." He said, "It's gonna be your shit right here." He said, "Alpha step, Sigma step, Omega step."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, that's my." I said, "Ooh, yeah." That bitch was hitting.
And take it back to like me and my homie Nice, that bonding that we always had. He introduced me to that album.
The College Dropout
Yeah,
joint.
he was the king of. I'm gonna bring y'all back. You heard me? He was the king of LimeWire.
Right,
Ooh,
right.
boy,
LimeWire
LimeWire
was
He
the
had
shit
the,
back in the
he
day,
had
boy.
the computer, he had the internet, he had the LimeWire. So he had whatever he wanted. When it dropped, he downloaded.
Yeah.
And every time I went to this dude's house, he had a new. So all my new shit, he kept me up on everything. Now I missed College Dropout. By the time I think I had just missed College Dropout,
Yeah.
he put me on it. First song he played, Jay-Z and Kanye West.
Was it Niggas in Paris?
Comes to being truly true.
Oh, yeah.
Never let me down.
What's that song?
First I snatched it, yeah. Then I snatched it,
Yeah.
horse.
Right,
Like, and that made me
right.
really fall in love with Jay because I never been a Jay fan.
Yeah,
I was
that's
always
right.
a Nas
Dog.
fan. And I'm like, Jay murdered that shit. Then Ye come in and just destroy
the
that.
motherfucker.
Yeah, every time.
right.
So
Yeah,
you was never a Jay fan off the. I know Jay go back shit probably before we was even.
I'm
Jay
not
go back
even-
honest.
to 90,
In
96.
the 96
Yeah.
and shit, and so it was
Even
like,
further.
was Jay really like that dude? Because top three for us growing up was always gonna be Wayne. It's gonna be Kanye.
Yeah.
And for me personally, I don't smoke. I don't get down with the whole getting the high thing. But Currency in the city,
Yeah.
for us, Currency
that's-
was that dude.
And we talked about it, and I'm just gonna side note. We said we probably over time, but I don't give a fuck. This could be 2 parts. But growing up, like we were talking about that. Growing up in New Orleans, we grew up in a bubble. So
We
like,
did.
we didn't look too much at the outside world. We looked at what we had around us. For years to this day, one of my favorite MCs is Juvenile. It's gonna always be Juvenile in my book.
Right.
Juvenile, yeah.
You feel me?
Juvenile.
Yeah.
And producer-wise, the person that made me pick up a fucking computer and start hitting that bitch and making a beat is Manny Fresh.
Right.
Manny
He
Fresh.
gave me the
Damn,
game.
wait, what happened to Manny?
He's still
He's
here.
still doing his
He's
thing.
still here.
Yeah.
He's not producing. He's DJing and stuff. But
Okay.
listening to Cash Money growing up, and like we were talking about, like everybody wanted to, be like Wayne, be like Jude and stuff. And I was like, man, who made this beat? Like
Right,
this
right,
shit don't
right.
sound-
Who made that
it don't
first?
make sense.
Yeah.
So he opened that door to me like I want to be a producer. And I want to make beats 'cause that shit sound dope and shit like that. But yeah, we always grew up in a bubble. So when it come down to the Jay conversation, I missed a lot. Like I know Jay didn't become worldwide until Blueprints, whichever the Hard Knock Life.
I think that was 2.
Hard Knock Life is the one that took him over the moon.
Yeah,
He had plenty songs before that, but Hard Knock Life the one that shot him, and everybody knew who Jay-Z was.
But see, I respect, yeah, like Kanye way more, bro, because I feel like it's more so the impact he put on the game
No,
itself.
the
Like
world.
I do,
He did.
yeah, the world, like right,
Yeah,
like
the world
he
shit,
yeah.
created his own lane, my G, and he ran with that shit.
I
Swag and
think
everything, he brought swag to the music
I
industry.
think
and
people
shit.
only put Jay
besides
at the
Wayne.
top of the list is because of what Jay did as a man. The situation he was in, pretty much his career path.
Right.
Like if you want to talk album for album, ball for ball, he have some legendary albums and shit. To this day, Reasonable Doubt, Black Album, that's my 2 favorite albums he ever did.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be his first and last. It wasn't. But when you look at just the trajectory of his career,
How you like the 444?
I didn't.
You didn't like 444? You ain't like the whole him cheating thing. You ain't. It wasn't like
No,
that
like,
element
I mean,
of
like-
it. Because that's what kind of turned me off of it. Because it was just like
he was being truthful.
I know
so
he was being
respected him.
truthful. I'm not getting off on it because I know like Kendrick went off on that whole. He was cheating with his old lady.
Right.
While he was with her. That's a premise of what the whole Kendrick album was about. Well, for those who ain't never listened to a Kendrick album,
Right.
but the premise of it was Kendrick, he going to therapy. Kendrick in therapy.
Right.
I'm a human dude. I'm not J. Cole, I'm not Drake, I'm not Jay-Z, I'm not Kanye. I'm me. And he's going through his depression. He's going through his therapy.
Back to the mental health.
He going back to him cheating on his fiance while they were trying to get married.
Right.
He going to Ghana and trying to help the people out there.
Right.
He doing everything that he trying to do to get right with himself, but still he brings it back to his mental health situation.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
And your environment definitely impacts your mental health.
Yeah.
People wants to be famous. They want to have this lifestyle, not knowing like it's a fame monster. Like fucking Lady Gaga said, fame is a monster.
Demi Lovato going through
it
it.
gobbles people up.
Demi Lovato had a situation.
She could not get off the cocaine. Demi Lovato could not get off that one.
Because it's a lifestyle, dog. When you people want this lifestyle, but they don't understand what comes with that.
Like
anything
lifestyle,
about
Kanye, if anything they want to say about Kanye, you want to call him crazy, cuckoo, you should call him strong for him even to still be maintaining.
Exactly.
I'm about to say they doing everything else, but the saying that
the level of success that he cannot come out of his house without cameras in his driveway. He can't take
not
the
even that.
trash
You see,
out
this
his house.
man is his
But that ain't enough.
It
ain't enough.
It's never gonna be enough. When is gonna be enough?
His baby mama is dating the most cringiest of women.
How he keep pulling female?
How is he?
How he keep pulling women?
I heard that man. I heard that man got some meat down there.
That man got some meat down there.
Be cool.
Right, you gonna be cool with
Why I
that.
gotta be cool?
Like,
I just gotta let that. That's what they said.
You got a cool shirt, bro.
Yeah,
me too.
Yeah, now I heard that nigga shit long, B. But it could be that, and I love Pete Davidson. He funny as hell, I'm an SNL fan, so I'll watch all that.
Right.
I mean, but he pulling some bad ones, bro. Maybe it's because he don't remind them of the whole celebrity glitch.
Yeah, that's another thing.
He's scully cap, tattooed up, smoking weed.
But he keeps
it
subtle.
Yeah.
He like to do this subtle shit.
And they like that the other world,
They do like that.
I don't want to be at all the galas. I don't want to be at all the award shows. I just want to sit at home and.
But I'ma still smash your baby mama though.
Yeah,
right.
I ain't mad.
But see, me personally, that's how I feel like if we ever got to a level of success, that's how I'm gonna be. Like I don't see how they switching up.
When
I don't see what's the point of switching up. Honestly, I would never switch up.
I don't see how some of these rappers.
When y'all want to interlude, when the InEARthoughts Podcast get there.
Right.
Here's the scary part. I actually had a minimal, just a pin drop taste of flavor. Just a minimal. And this is fucking school film. When we moved to Dallas, I got with the Notable Boys, we had my rap crew, and we dropped a little 7-8 song mixtape and just spread it around the school. And literally, from that day on, every day, I would get off the school bus, and I'm literally dabbing, shaking hands, and hugging females all the way to class.
The whole way.
It was like popularity, but you felt it to the point that bless you.
Thank you.
It's to the point that females randomly coming up to my friend like you, I like you, this, that. Like all that attention, that shit, craziest thing ever happened to me, and I couldn't even but laugh at it. That I'm sitting here in the hallway running it with my guys, we just having a conversation. This chick walked past, and she didn't say nothing. She literally walked in the middle of us, walked in front of me, ran her hand across my chest, like on some old seductive movie shit. And then looked at me and then kind of did the model walk off. And I was like, what the fuck just happened? But I was like, oh shit. It's
Never
like,
seen no shit
that
like
was
that.
a pin drop of success.
That shit had you over the wall, huh?
That's what I'm saying. Imagine that multiplied times 100 to where you have the baddest females in the world on everything else.
Right.
And you want to drink? We got it.
But it's okay. It's okay to let that happen when you go into the industry with nothing at all. No female, no kids, no nothing. That's okay. But when you walk in that bitch with a whole family and a ring on your finger, you gotta move a different way.
It's a testament to the man that you are and the man that you want to be. Look at the stories.
You do gotta move different at that point.
Look at the stories of celebrities that came in the door with a significant other. Kevin Hart, they're not together no more. Him and his first wife.
First wife.
Jamie Foxx, him and his girl not together no more. Kanye didn't come in a fucking game on Kim Kardashian. He had a girl when he came.
Exactly.
Amber Rose was the first chick he was with.
Amber Rose was the first Hollywood chick.
Hollywood chick. Yeah.
So she the one that opened the door for him. And where he met at? Strip club. Now he in the news again with this other look. You heard the story about the other look. I don't know her name.
Something C. Jones. I don't want to say her name wrong.
She said Kanye invited her to the studio.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
He just wanted
She
her
invited
to-
the stripper. I mean, the OnlyFans model.
Get naked in getting naked and twerk for my pockets.
Yeah.
And she did it. I mean, she not claiming like it was no, mistreatment or anything like that. She's just telling the story.
Yeah.
But it's just a weird story. Like that's where you at. And it's like, but like I said, like it's hard to maintain.
But wait.
that
First
lifestyle.
of all, what the fuck wrong with inviting a broad to come strip for your homies?
Nothing wrong with it.
Wait, hold on.
I don't find nothing wrong with it.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong
Because
with
if I get to a certain level and I'm on and y'all not on, I'm going to try to treat y'all to shit y'all ain't never had before. Regardless of whether or not the,
Especially if y'all
See,
like
that's what we differ at. That's the only difference I got for,
Nah, so you're different. Speak on it.
In a podcast, it's the only difference
People like
I
to
got.
hear the debate and argue. People like to hear that.
Got a little something. There you go.
So-
Yeah, go for it.
So it's just, that's like your future wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all have an establishment already assumed. So it's like we bring it to you. She bringing the shorty to the whatever situation might be.
Yeah.
And you rolling with it. She know you rolling with it, but deep down in her subconscious, she might be like, I'm not fucking with this.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do what made
My
him
man
happy.
happy.
My man happy.
Feel
If
good.
it don't feel good to him, he might dip out and do whatever.
Right. But see,
So
nah, go ahead.
my whole thing is this: when it comes to men, black men, and other black people in relationships.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I'm a relationship guru, because obviously I didn't fail in multiple relationships.
Right.
I didn't failed in multiple relationships.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to just figure this whole relationship
Relationship
shit
out. Right.
Trying to do what's best for me and my kids.
Right.
Like, I got kids at the end of the day.
But see,
So-
my thing is, man, it's always an understanding. That's when communication come in. You feel what I'm saying?
And
You
see,
gotta,
I think
you
that's
gotta
what I'm liking is the communication.
It could be that.
thing.
It could be
Cause
that.
I'm trying to, I'll be trying to like put women on what I'm trying to get with,
Yeah.
and they'll be like, "Oh, you on this kind of shit? I'm gonna just leave you over here."
But see, and that's the thing. You gotta be okay with that. You gotta start telling yourself she's not okay with the wave I'm on.
Right.
Because if you go behind
I
her
agree.
back and still portray that wave or want that wave, and she find out even later, she really not fucking with you. So you really putting yourself in the doghouse.
Making
like
it
that.
worse.
It's a compromising
Deeper.
thing, especially
Yeah.
with relationships. So, let me see. I've been with my girl for 12, 13 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh,
but
hold on,
it's
before you even, how long you been with your girl? How long?
Me and Ro been together for like 3 years.
You been with your girl for about 12, 13 years. You fresh.
fresh.
So, how do you not get bored in y'all's relationship?